Okay, so we're just prepping the UPVC window. This comes essentially in 3 parts. You got the sill, which is oversized, that's going to go here. Obviously going to have to cut that down. We've also got some end pieces, which, that's that side, which fit on the end. Why they don't make these a bit easier, I don't know, but you have to sort of silicone those on. So those to go in. And then the window frame itself, you've got some holes at the front, which are just, you know, holes in case any water gets behind the glass, so that's going to sit at the bottom at the front. You've also got, on the inside, you've got your bead, so we can take those out. Which really, to fit these, you need a special glazing hammer, which I'll show you in a minute. So we'll put those to one side. So we're just going to put a bit of silicone in here, just to hold the end cap in place. It's a bit of a strange system, but it's the way it's done. Okay. We're a little bit overzealous there. Okay. Okay, it's a bit of a weird system, that, isn't it, really? Just so it holds it on. There's probably other ways of doing it. You can always leave a comment and let me know how it's done if that's not the way. Right, okay, so what we're going to do is offer this up to the window now. And I've got my pencil ready. So that's going to sit there.
People could write in the comments how to best not get silicone all over your hands like I always do.
Exactly. Okay, so we just mark this roughly. Okay, so got a mark there. What I'm actually going to do is take off the blade, which will account for the thickness of that. Okay, so we'll cut that off on the miter saw, add that on before we silicone it, and then see if that fits. Gives you a nice cut. Perfect. So we'll glue that side on next.
It's got full ASMR this time.
Okay, so we'll just double check that fits. Okay, so the next stage would be that's all nice and tidy there. We'll run a bead of silicone under the bottom of this and to the side, and then we'll screw down and get the actual sill fitted. We'll just double check if this is level. We'll get a shot of that. It's not bad. Not bad? Yeah? Good. So what I normally do is just a bead coming down here, just as a bit of extra protection. So I'm just going to push this against the seal of the window. Just gone slightly below, so it gives it a little bit of a dent. There may be a different way of fitting this. If you know of any, let us know in the comments. In your power, be divine. Okay, so we've got the sill on. We're just going to put the window frame in. We've taken all the stickers off. They're the breather holes. Well, most of the stickers off. They're the breather holes at the bottom. So they're at the front. So we'll just offer that up. Let's just have a look. So that all fits nicely. We've got a little bit of space so we can get some expanding foam around the top and the sides. Okay, before we just fit that with the screws, we're going to run some more silicone down here. Right, here we go. So Put a bit of good glue of it there. Stops any water coming back into the building. Okay, so we're just about to fit the window. These wind bags are fantastic for actually leveling things up and keeping things in place. They go up to 135 kilograms and they expand up to sort of 50 mil. So essentially you pump them up like this, you can see, and then it'll hold that in place. And then when you can just release it to take it out, and they work really well on doors as well as windows. Fantastic tool. So let's keep that under my arm. Let's offer this up. Make sure it's the right way around. Okay. Let's get the first one in the corner. Hold that. Go right in the corner. That's it. On that. That's it. This is the glass for the outside window. We're going to give it a bit of a clean first. So we've got the alcohol spray. We've also got these plastic shims which are designed to go in the window rebate. Obviously just square it all up, so we'll put those in a second. So yeah, first of all, we'll just give it a quick wipe over. Get any... These are the shims. Okay, so put that in there like that. That can actually just go up against where the screw is. Stop it snagging. Put that inside. This helps the glass center itself on the window, so it's equally spaced left and right, and then obviously height wise, you can put another one in there because you've got a spare one. That's that. What I'll also need to have ready is the corner beads, which I took off before. To get those on, you're going to need a glazing hammer, which is something like this. You're obviously going to have to give it a bit of a tap with that, so we'll come to that in a second. So let me offer the window up. Pop that in. That's interesting. It's a little bit tight. There we go. Okay, that's quite tight, but because of the packers, obviously, sometimes you get little bits of black rubber from the glass, which is just part of the manufacturing, but that seems good. Okay, so let's get one of my corner trims first. These are obviously the shorter ones. Just offer that up, and then there's a little bit of a knack with this. There we go. You can just hear that snapping in. That's it. If you ever need to remove these, you're going to need a moon tool, which we've got somewhere. It's quite dangerous looking, but it's horrible. But it is possible. It's the only way you can really get these out. So we actually just had to use the moon tool because these side shims were kind of a little bit tight, so it's making it difficult to get the bead in. So that's in now, but that's the moon tool, and the process of actually taking this out is obviously to wedge that in, hit it, and then turn it, and that pulls the bead out. But we didn't video that, but that's kind of how that works. So let's hopefully get these bottom pieces in. I'll just get one side started, then there may be a better way of doing this. If so, let me know in the comments.